make some pineapple pepper jelly. Come on with me now.
First, we're going to add some cans of crushed pineapple. For this batch, I'm using 2 cans. They are 20 ounces each. So 2 pounds of crushed pineapple. As it starts to heat up, I'm going to add some pectin. Now, this is basically the equivalent to a box of Sure Gel, but I buy pectin in bulk, so I third a cup. All right, so it's starting to boil a little bit. You see the bubbles coming up. Once it gets to a rolling boil, we will boil it for exactly 1 minute. I'll set a timer on my phone and let her go. Okay, so we've got a good boil going on. You see it's still boiling as I'm stirring. So that's where we want to set our timer for 1 minute, and then we'll add our sugar. All right, it's been boiling for 1 minute, so now I've got my sugar. I'm gonna pour all that in there. For this, I've got six cups of sugar. I'm gonna get all that stirred in. Make sure there's no chunks. You want all that sugar to dissolve. You don't want a grainy jelly jam. Get all that in there. Now all that sugar is dissolved. We're gonna let it cook down, come back to another bowl to make sure that every grain is dissolved. Like I said, you don't want it grainy. You want to be able to cook down, make that nice juice for this jelly to set. And then we're gonna add some red pepper flakes for our spice. Oh, and if you're wondering about your jelly set and you've had issues with it setting, one way you can test. Alright, when it starts dripping from 2 streams like you see there, and it's actually kind of slowed down some, and you can see it's definitely still on the spoon, you know your jelly's gonna set. Alright, so we're just about to boil, but let's talk about why I use crushed red pepper for my spice. Several people will say they use jalapenos, and that's fine. I don't use any green peppers in anything I make because the green will actually turn the color of the jelly. Not right away, but it will eventually. So that's why you see in grocery stores, when you find pepper jelly in the grocery stores that's made with jalapenos, there's actually green food dye in it. If you've noticed, it's a natural color of green. The reason being is because the jalapenos will eventually turn the jelly like a gray color. So I use red pepper flakes in all of my pepper style jellies, and not only does it give you the heat you like, but it also makes it really pretty, kind of Christmas. So I've got my red pepper flakes here. It's a 1/4 cup. As you see, it's not quite full, a little over 1/8, a little less than 1/4. But the red pepper flakes, that's on you. You want it hotter, add more. You want it milder, add less. However your taste buds are, that's how you do it. Just look at them. See, isn't that pretty? Just wait till it's jarred up. Okay, I've got the pot moved off the stove. I'm gonna let it sit for a couple minutes before I actually start jarring it up. Kind of let it thicken up. That way the pineapples and the pepper flakes don't just all rise to the top. You kind of want them to all sink through the jar evenly. Otherwise they're just all floating at the top, and all your flavors at the top and all your juices at the bottom. All right, I think we're about ready to jar up. Got my ladle. My jars are all clean and sanitized and ready to go. See how everything kind of stays put, nothing's really rising to the top. There you go. There's our first jar. Look how pretty it is. They're jarred up, ready to go in the water bath. You want to water bath for 10 minutes. Get your water to a boiling roll. Out of this batch, we got 9 8-ounce jars and 1 little 4-ounce jar. And that's how easy making a pineapple pepper jelly is. You can use this over cream cheese, marinate chicken, shrimp, use it, soften it down and use it as a dip, however you want. It is a great complement of sweet and thanks for joining Sarah at Pollard Farms. Catch y'all on the flip side.